Well, there's that term, I just call it my studio. Tamsin calls it a lean-to shed. I'm quite excited about it, in fact, today, because I'm going to try and incorporate lots of different areas from my recent work into this one painting. I think I'm going to paint a couple of stringed instruments here. See if I can get the inanimate objects to harmonise with the figures. This is all going to be painted over. I think I'm going to have two stringed instruments and then maybe some wine glasses and a bottle. Try and make a sort of party scene. Okay. I've exposed the underpainting with the back of the brush and so on. So I'm going to do another figure with another dancer just up here. So I guess his hand will have to come through. Maybe his leg, he's doing a bit of a dance. Of course, if he's, yeah, his hand's supposed to be that way. Oops, going perilously near the tyranny of the canvas edge. Nice looking bloke, look. Give him a sort of dancing here. Yeah, that's okay. I use this roller quite often because it just breaks up the sort of representational, illustrative little problems, and you can make nice marks coming on here to create a bit of movement. There's this little blank area here which I'm not very happy with.
Cool.
Okay, I'm going to go and put that in the garden now to dry. The problem is you bring it back in with lots of flies and stuck to it, a bit of extra texture. And it's come very loose. I'm just going to mix a pretty neutral colour in there. I might change it later. That's okay. I want to leave some of these, you know, this smudgy stuff in. Keep this nice and thin, and we're still picking up everything underneath. When you apply these sort of colours underneath the other colours, it gives a sort of inner light. So I'm just going to start working the figure up in monochrome. You can see by painting this black underneath you can work towards the light. Yeah, so we have a hand already, quite quickly. So I need to decide where her navel's going to be, which I suppose is going to be about there. Obviously we're going to see the leg through the glass, slightly refracted. Just needs to be a bit more 3D. Just a case of making the legs round. Okay, so I'm going to have a go at these fruit. A case of doing this actually. The wine bottle, he needs a highlight. Well, since the last session I've just worked up the two figures, painted a little tablecloth and just started to bring out the stringed instruments. I took to a spray can, and as you can see I've just married up the top to the bottom, and quite pleased with these shadows of the dancer at the back. It picks out the shadows and it's very rough at this. It's starting to harmonise the picture now. And as you can see, I'm not just painting the yellow on the whites, I'm also painting it into the shadows, partly into the dark. So that's when we're going to start getting some nice colour nuances. Okay, well, the same procedure now but with blue, but this time not everywhere. It's just to richen up the shadows, which are too black at the minute. And you can see we're start to get some half tones now where the blue is going into the yellow and creating these sort of greens. I'm just putting some highlights now on the wine glasses to go over the top of the, you know, this shadow, to break it up a bit and to give some you know, a little bit more of this party atmosphere again. See how one thing makes another thing go flat? As soon as you put some white on there, it actually starts destroying the colour. So this is what I was talking about, this business of abstract realism. We want both. So, and then this is looking a bit sort of weak, so I think we need to just pep it up a bit. That's better. I'm pleased. The next thing I'm going to do is just glaze both these figures in red. So I think we could give her red lips. I think you can see we're getting some nice blues, mauves. Ah, see that lovely colours coming in. We're going to paint her up now in white to get the flesh tones in, and then just go around livening the whole picture up. That's the plan. I mean, one can blend this white in as much as one wants, and it picks up all the other colours, but then you need to go back in and put, you know, she'd have a cheekbone there and a little bit here. Yeah. Yeah. He's sort of coming to life a bit, I think. Yeah, she's also sort of giving him a crack in the chops. Hence all the... These are actually looking too flat from a distance now compared to this, so I'm going to just put a little bit of palette knife on there. Just that... I'll smudge a bit of this in, I think, as I can't see what I'm doing from here. Just got to make sure it's bold enough from a distance now. I put in some spots where they seem too proud of the surface and they made the torso look slightly flat, which it certainly isn't. So I've sort of just pulled them off and left the ghost of themselves, except for this one. So I think I'll call that finished. It's quite good. I like it.